Welcome to today's video, my friend. I'm really looking forward to this video and stay tuned until the end of this video for an exciting announcement. The topic of today, you might have already noticed by the title of this video, is on the topic of separation and how the idea, and again, it's just an idea, of separation is not really true. And when we talk about staying true, separation is one of the greatest illusions to see through. One of the greatest magic tricks pulled by our own definitions, by our own forgetfulness, by our own lack of precision and investigation if it's actually really true. And just to start off straight with this, can you prove to me separation? Can you show me anywhere in creation where you say, I am separate from this? Where you can say with full conviction, knowing I am separate from this. I'll wait. But let's dive into this because it might not hit home yet. But if you investigate your direct experience, and please follow along, do this right now. Just scan your direct experience, whatever you're perceiving right now, whether it's your room, whether it's nature, whether you are in public transport. Just investigate, scan. What is going on? Am I really separate from all that I'm perceiving? Is there truly such a thing as separation? And really, really honestly inquire. Because you might think, oh, what's the big deal? Well, if there's no separation, if it's truly an illusion, that means everything is one, everything is unified. And at the same time, that means that nothing is separate from you, which also means that there's nothing lacking. There's nothing missing. Because missing implies a separation from something. But what if you can scientifically discover, dissect, use your own direct awareness as a measurement tool, as a scientific tool, to discover if it's really true that there's only, or you could say in another way, that there's no separation, that there's no two separate things in creation. There is only one. If this is really true, then wouldn't you want to discover this? Not just have the thought, all is one. But actually directly see right now, there's nowhere where I can find separation. And just for a moment, let's entertain, because I'm sure some of you might have this thought, the idea that, for example, my body at the moment is separate from your body. Or you are at the moment separate from your ideal lover, or you are separate from $5 million. But I invite you to question if that is really the case. Just because it is not manifesting your reality doesn't mean that you are separate from it. It might just be out of you. It might just still be in the field of untapped potential. But you are connected to it. You are not separate from, let's say, $5 million, or your dream house, or your dream partner, or your dream community. You are not separate from this. Because as long as you do not artificially with your mind conjure up the idea that you are separate from all of this, then you won't have that experience. Then you're just plugged in, tuned in to the field of unity, this field of oneness, and you're connected to all of it. And then, of course, depending on what you believe, what you send out, what you're staying true to, will dictate the experience that you are having. But none of that is based in separation. So let's destroy separation. Let's see through it. as a stubborn illusion that innocently we picked up as children from our parents and our ancestors. It's a deep-rooted idea. We are lacking something. We are unworthy. We are separate from nature, from God, from all that is holy. Also in the way we worship God, okay, me as a person, separate, God somewhere there in the sky. It's not the case. God is all that is. You are all that is. You're not just this mental bubble, this mental identity. You're all beings, all emotions, all events. You are unity. You are made of love. You are made of light, which is manifesting this entire experience, which is the logos, which is the nature, the source code of experience. And you want to know this. You don't want this to be an intellectual understanding, even though that's a great start. But you want to live this, you want to feel this. You want to see that there's actually no separation. Nowhere in your direct experience can you actually prove that there's any separation. Even our bodies right now are connected through this entire field. They are not separate. And this is also where the idea comes from, that creation is one and it's infinite. Because if we would have two, let me see how I can best explain this. You cannot have two existences, because if there would be another existence, where would the one begin and the other one start? And wouldn't that also entail that even those two existences have a source, a unified source? And there's nothing to limit this unity, this oneness, because there's nothing outside of this. And this is why awakening can be so liberating, because more and more you're shedding these layers of separation. I'm separate from this, I'm not connected to this. You're the whole cosmos. Again, you're everything that is. And this might be for the mind not able to comprehend, but how could a mind ever comprehend this? The mind just operates from one snapshot and has very limited data. Your conscious mind is a very, very, very small part of the iceberg, and it's not tapped into the universal intelligence. Only slightly, but it's not meant to guide your life. Your mind is not meant to guide your life. The intelligence of, you could say, your higher mind or your higher self, or just simply nature, the intelligence that guides nature and all the processes, and the intelligence that guides all the billions of cells, regeneration, the digestion, all of these things in your body. Your mind is not doing this. And it can be very liberating to see through the fact that your mind has actually never have been able to take care of your life. Let me rephrase that again. Your mind is not capable of living your life truly, honorably. And just take a look at your life right now, just honestly. Has your mind ever truly fixed a situation? Has your mind ever resolved truly something? Or was it always spirit, the deeper intelligence, that actually brought you to the next level, that gave you that breakthrough once you finally surrendered, that actually gave you that insight or that intuition or that nudge? So it's good for the mind to be a little bit humble and take a step back and take on a supportive role. It's not that the mind is not of service and helpful, but it should be in service to the heart, to your deeper being, to your X. Surrendering your life to something greater, because only something greater can take care of the wholeness of you. The part, the mind, the separation can never comprehend the whole. So yeah, I feel like this is such a rich topic. I could dive so much deeper into this, but I would just like to invite you to share your own discoveries with this, or maybe some walls that you're running up against. You're like, nah, I'm separate from this, and whatever it might be, just share freely, because we can just see this as an experiment. creation being one big experiment. Like, is there actually truly something missing? Am I truly separate from the one and infinite being that is, or from whatever is? And let's take that on in a childlike, curious way. Like, don't be afraid. Look at your ideas of separation and lack. Because truly, to me, this is the only true so many words coming to mind, but I don't feel they really do justice of what I mean. It's like, in a sense, the word that comes is antichrist, or it is quote unquote the only enemy, but it's not really an enemy because it's not real. It just appears like that. But if you can see through separation, this will automatically resolve social anxiety, you not feeling worthy, all the common fears like public speaking, like just being who you are. It all stops because once you can see it's only you, it's only ever you, then you have nothing to fear. It's just you. It's just you. You'll never resist things again. You just allow it in, because why would you stop yourself? Still, you can have discernment and wisdom in which direction you will choose, but you will just not be afraid because you know you cannot be hurt. All right, friends, I would love to dive into this deeper, but these are just my initial thoughts on this topic. Feel free to contribute in the comments down below, share, and now also for my, how did I call it again? Yeah, announcement. Is that I would love to get to know you guys better. And I feel like a great vehicle to do that is to just offer free coaching, where I'll just have to quickly look this up after this video online, how I can make a simple schedule, and we can do short calls. And if you wish, at the end, you can donate some, but I don't want you to feel pressured in any way. I have been in very broke states as well, so I know what it's like to not be able to give anything financially. But that is not the only way to give. Another way to give is just share yourself honestly. And that is great value, that is great abundance. So I would love to open up to get to know you guys a little bit better through calls. And just see what arises from that. Just in a playful way, get to know you guys. It's to get to know yourself better and to reflect on your own existence and to see through all of these ideas of separation until only the truth, the unity remains. Walking each other home. All right, my friends. Besides that, I also felt called to leave a link down below. Buy me a coffee if you don't feel the call to jump with me on a call, but you want to support the mission of IMX anyway. Just drop down below, share some coffees, and we'll make sure to bring IMX to the world stage for it truly to be a game which other people can use as a compass, as an alignment tool, to find their way, to find their North Star, to find their way back home, to unity, to love, to paradise, which we in essence never left. We're just dreaming that we're somewhere else. But this is the time of awakening, of igniting worldwide awakening, remembering back the truths of existence. All right, much love, my friends. As always, stay true and enjoy the game. God bless.